Hello everyone. If you don't know me, my name is Cori and I am the face of Cori I, my brand. I realized recently that I haven't really done an introduction video for a while and there's been a lot happening in my life, so I thought let me come on and share a little bit about me, especially if you don't know who I am. So I'm based in Edinburgh in Scotland, and although I'm born Swiss, I've grown up in the UK. I have lived all over the world though, and I'm very grateful for all those cultural experiences. So as part of my Koa brand, I identify, and this is a bit of a mouthful, I warn you now, as a trauma-informed, integrative, somatic, holistic practitioner. Now I chose this title, if you like, because it sums up what I do. So as I've evolved, I'm now in a place where my main focus is to work in a trauma-informed way and to support others to work out how they can regulate their nervous system. Now, if you're new to the nervous system, I'm going to share my website link here so you can go on my website and have a look, or maybe do some Googling. And when I talk about the nervous system, I'm really focusing on the autonomic part of the nervous system, where there's kind of the two main bits that I usually focus on, which are the parasympathetic and the sympathetic part of the nervous system. We have the fight or flight and the rest and digest. And nervous system regulation is all about finding out how we can grow, if you like, more of that rest and digest within our bodies. How we can work on a somatic level, so on a physiological, neurological, so mental, emotional, and physical level, how we can work on being more balanced, being more grounded, being more self-aware, which doesn't mean that life isn't difficult. Life isn't going to suddenly be easy and there's always going to be challenges, but we're able to navigate them in a healthier way. So what else can I tell you about me? I've trained in so many different modalities, and the main reason for that is because I really want to be able to offer my clients a really integrative approach to their well-being. So I've trained as a systemic coach and in family system constellation work. I have my Reiki qualification to master's level, and that's with animals and humans because I love animals. I'm a sound therapist or practitioner, whichever way you want to look at it. I have trained in somatic work and embodiment work and yoga. I've worked and trained in trauma. And what else? Mindfulness as well. I'm a mindfulness teacher. So there's been lots of things that I've trained in and been passionate about, and I'm still passionate about. And I use all of those different models and theory bases and my experience when I offer group sessions, courses, or work one-to-one with my clients. And this is why I have this kind of title of integrative, holistic, somatic, trauma-informed practitioner. It kind of brings it all together. So, you know, if you're in Edinburgh, you may attend my sound journeys with Reiki. I do those once a month. Maybe you come along to one of my aerial sound baths that I do with the wonderful Laura from Conscious Yoga. Perhaps in the past, you've attended a women's circle with myself and Faye, or maybe a mindfulness retreat day with Sharon. There's so many things that I get involved in, and as you can hear, I love collaborating with people as well. So I'm always involved in different projects, whether it's working for more corporate settings, charity settings, or others. And more recently, I've really had the honour to be asked to work with the School of Mathematics at the Edinburgh University. So I'm going to do some well-being for them, and I'm going to bring everything that I know. I'm also going to be working with Barnardo's and where else? Queen Margaret University and lots of other locations. You'll know if you follow me that my main base in Edinburgh is the Salisbury Centre, although I've been linked to the Art and Spirituality Centre as well, and OM. But Salisbury is kind of a second home. It's where I do most of my offerings, and that includes my community nervous system regulation workshops that are every 2 weeks, and my sound journeys with Reiki, and also my surrender workshops. And the surrender workshops are all about nervous system regulation and somatic work, and very much looking at it from a trauma-informed lens. What's important to know is that if you work with me or you choose to attend one of my offerings, I really try and be as inclusive as I can be, as authentic as I can be, as real as I can be and raw, as welcoming as I can be. And my main intention is always to hold a safe enough space. And I say safe enough because I don't know what's safe for you and your body. Only you know that. And I hope to empower you so that you can work that out. Also, if you attend any of my offerings, everything is optional. And this is part of trauma-informed working. So you'll often hear me say you can have your eyes open or closed. You can choose to take part or just lie down for an hour. You can take a break or leave the room if you need to. So yes, this is what to expect. I love what I do. I very much feel like it's my calling and my purpose, and I'm so passionate about this work. And I'm incredibly grateful that I can do this work. And with your ongoing support, I'm able to keep sharing new and exciting offerings. And I love trying new things. And I've got a mindfulness course coming up at the end of the year, and I'm doing a retreat day, lots of other stuff. And I guess on top of all of that, what's really new this year, 2025, is that I launched my first podcast, Cori Unplugged. And I've got so many wonderful guest speakers lined up that are going to join me who are from the world of trauma-informed practice, somatic work, embodiment, and more, to share their knowledge and expertise, whatever that is, because none of us are experts really, but their knowledge, their experience, their journeys, their stories, because I'd like to share that with you. And this year in May, I'm also embarking on my psychotherapeutic counseling training. I'm doing this to get my accreditation. I trained as a person-centered counselor many, many moons ago, but I was never accredited, and it's never a field that was my main role, if that makes sense. So I worked as a counselor, but it was part-time for 4 years. And now I just feel like this is the next step on my journey and the last piece of the puzzle. So I start that in May, which is very exciting and very nerve-wracking as well, but it feels like this is the right time. So yes, there is lots happening. It's exciting times. And if you've been following me for some time, or even newly following me, if you've been attending any of my offerings, I just want to thank you. Your support means so much. I don't take it for granted, and I'm incredibly grateful. And you allow me to keep spreading the message that we need to be more aware of how we feel, how we think, how our bodies feel, how our nervous system reacts. And the more awareness we have, the more acceptance we cultivate, the more compassion we cultivate, the more we're able to navigate this crazy, crazy world and what our nervous system perceives as threats, and regulate and soothe ourselves and find healthier ways to cope and set boundaries and all those things that are important. So yes, if you've joined me before for one of my offerings, thank you, and I hope to see you again. If you've never joined me, I would love to see you. Please book in. And just thank you for listening. And I just felt there needed to be an update. As always, I did this in one take. It's very raw and authentic. I don't like to kind of pre-record things or in the sense of, well, I do pre-record things, but I don't read off a script. I don't do a few takes. I just share it in whatever it is. So there we go. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following me. And I'm just looking out the window. The sun is slowly going down. It's the end of the day. And I just want to share with you a message of hope, compassion, and the message that we can all rewrite our story if we choose to. Take care, everyone.